5-point lead into the third quarter. Hoyas came on strong, I believe scored the last 8 goals of the contest to put it away. But again, we'll see what they're able to do. Talked to Kevin Warren, said, look, what do? You talk to other coaches? He said, actually, I looked up some football coaches, see what they do during their bye weeks.
Yeah, interesting take by Coach there.
Shot and a goal, a long pole goal as the defensive middies come up strong. Will Godin was out there, as was Wallace Halpert. He scores to put the Hoyas ahead.
Yeah, Jeremy, you were talking a lot to Coach Warren yesterday about Wallace, about Wally, how tough he's been this year. He's established himself as that leader on defense. Comes down right away. They left him open, Jeremy. 10-yard shot, overhand bouncer. Take a quick look at it again. Look, you're going to give me that. I'm taking it, folks. Great shot to start the game.
Clean win. Now, of course, a clean win here for Mitchell Myers, and the important thing, you see him, he is not coming off the field right away. They like to play him on the offensive end.
Yeah, there's a couple of, you think back, UVA has used this, and I'm sure that's where Sean got that from, but he said when he's not facing off, he's down with the offensive players getting reps, so he's right in the stick for a great finish.
And McGurran tried to shovel it ahead, and it'll end up to Bundy. McGurran's got a little space.
Ooh, Charlie. I thought Charlie was going to step in and take that one. I would have loved to have seen it. Go right here. Sean Kerwin's electing not to.
And another win by Ball. Almost throws it away, though. He was looking for a teammate, and a big hit, and eventually Moore gets it. Now the Hoyas have a fast break chance. Here comes Hess. They got numbers. Will he take it in? Fakes the pass, shoots. It's saved by Morrell. What a save. But big number 40 gets it back, and Hess will keep the possession.
Well, Hess did such a great job on that.
And a clean win for Myers. So again, Ball. And now a timeout called as the Big Green will try and regroup. We'll regroup as well in the booth. It's been exciting so far. Hoyas with 5 quick goals. They lead.
It's a good goal by them. That was well earned by Dartmouth.
Still loose and eventually picked up by Halpert off the Godin. Take a run toward the cage, and now we'll pull it back. A guy known as Smiley. And I think Kevin Warren used 6-1 lead. Now a clean win, but a big hit by Hess. Keeps things in doubt. High up in the air. Halpert comes away with it. He'll get it off. Here come the Hoyas. Now Hess on the run. Will he take it to Cage? High pass and a little bit too tall for off. They come out like a house of fire, leading Vermont 6-1. Jeremy Huber and Earl Brewer back with you. And again, the scoring well spread out for Georgetown. 6 different Hoyas with goals. Krogan, Bundy, Hess, Goldberg, Halperts, and Caesar. And Ball with another face-off win. Here he comes. Will he take the shot? He does. It's wide of the cage, but Haley's there.
Vermont's
backs just a bit and led Dartmouth back into the contest. Face-off win this time. Godin picks it up. It was good work.
This is one of those battles, and I said it in our pregame, that the face-offs are going to be so big. Both these, they're almost like twins, Jeremy. They're 5'10", they're built, they're grappling kind of guys at the face-off dot.
For an outside shot that time, took it into net. Good things happen.
Exactly right. It was a great matchup again at the dot.
Leary will track it down.
Goal scored by number 19, Alexander Varjaro. The assist, number 6, Cade Goldberg.
Delay on the clear
run, which is a real talent in itself. Anybody can step down and fire the rock at this level, but being able to shoot on the run with great, aim, direction, like Aiden can do, is a real.
Ball wins the face-off. Here he comes. He'll be checked from behind, throws it out of bounds. They're going to say that's Dartmouth ball. Burns to drive to the bucket. Kind of takes that away. You can't completely close out on him. Haley, always known as a feeder, now a guy that can be good on the offensive end and score. And I think, are we going to have a clock adjustment? Huge goal as Dartmouth had a chance to cut into that lead. Instead, the Hoyas will take a 7-goal
against us today so far, Jeremy. 10 for 14. Kevin liked to clear that up a little bit.
Yeah, you were very impressed by that. I could tell by the tone of your voice the way that Dartmouth was riding. And, it's another thing. I think that's one thing from Coach Kerwin he did mention when he talked about fundamentals, but also, doing the little things, doing things right, making it tough on the other team. That was what he had said on the offensive way, but that also includes riding. It makes it tough on your offense if you can barely get the ball across or don't get it across at all.
So right.
Underway here in the second half. Clean win and a nice check from behind as Myers had a chance at it, then more.
Just unfortunate they run into each other. Give Vidaro an open lane, open look at the goal.
Boys didn't have much for most of that possession, but two defenders went down. It opened up just enough. Now a win on the face-off. Looks like they gave Myers a break on that possession as Vincent Gandolfo gets the win and gets it off to a friendly.
Aggressive on that. Should have kind of gone out and gotten that stick on his hands right there to affect that shot.
Davis with his first of the day.
Sticks. I think the sticks were connected there for a moment, Chairman. And reface. I've seen that before. I've seen sticks get caught like that together.
Now, as a former football player, I know at least once I got a face mask caught.
Yeah,
that's
we've seen that. Wow.
High checks by Halpern go uncalled.
I don't see a flag.
Henry Lonnie.
He's stepped down in top corner, put it on the board.
And a hold against Georgetown. Both Kevin Warren and Bonnie. Bonnie, the brother of Mason Bonnie, who played here at Georgetown.
Ah, did not know that.
It's going to be a hold on Dartmouth, so Georgetown ball with 5.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Hoyas leading by 7.
Dartmouth goal scored by number 20.
First game
away, but Caesar got it off just in time before he lost that angle. Well-placed shot again for a goal.
Caesar with his 6th of the season, second today.
Scored by number 32.
As the Hoyas non-first line guys have come to play today between the second midfield and the D-middies. Tommy Rogan made his return from injury last week, had a hat trick in the win over Vermont. That's 2 today. That's a pretty good start. Basically, total of 7 quarters. He's already has 5 goals.
I've seen James a couple times, but Coach Moon working in his other face-off guys here, give him an opportunity.
Ray, the sophomore out of Marriottsville, Maryland, played for Calvert Hall. And of course, he had that really big game in the opener against Loyola where he scored 5. Then Providence home to Marquette, at Denver. That's the big one. Then home to St. John's, and then a Villanova matchup on a Friday night before the Big East tournament. Should be a fun one, as it always seems to be.
You're not looking ahead at all, Jeremy. We're going to get this one nice.
It's a goal as Dartmouth puts it in. Give the Big Green credit. They have not let Georgetown get completely away from them.
Long stick, was it Thomas Gogan? Did I say that correctly?
You did. May have been.
Gives a stick fake and then does kind of a twister to score.
Goal for Georgetown. For Dartmouth.
Dartmouth goal scored by number 18, Joe Hazelby.
Gonna say actually it was Joe Hazelby.
Okay. He's a downhill dodger from up top. And shooting on the run is just one of his great skills.
Yeah, started off in the midfield like he's been the last few years, and Kevin Warren made the switch. Put Billy Vardaro back to the midfield, Bundy to attack. And it's paid dividends. Again, can you believe score or the board is wrong.
There we go.
And we are fixed. We had our stat site in front of us, had it one way, and the scoreboard had it the other. Back to Dartmouth. His reserves in.
Goalie for Dartmouth in the game, number 1, Ryan Williamson.
And at the dot, it'll be Riley.
Ooh.
And he'll come away with it. And Gandolfo going at it.
Georgetown goal, scored by number 19, Alexander Barjaro.
Fire it offside. Great job. Michael Scharfenberger, I believe, is in the goal now for the Hoyas.
That he is. Scharfenberger, 5'11", 175-pound junior from Manhasset, New York, Deerfield Academy. Scharfenberger, undefeated as.
Isn't that great? I hope his mom and dad are here.
I'll tell you what, you don't see it that often. We know how good lacrosse is in this area, Earl, but for the most part, a lot of the private schools, a lot of the parochial schools, but you come in right away out of high school and be able to contribute like this and a play like that. That was the impressive part.
He was on a good high school team, too. He had a teammate that's at Penn State right now. They had they had one other, I think, D1 player on their team. They went into the regionals last year. Yeah, they were a power for years back in the 90s too, Lake Braddock.
And you were a long time head coach, state championship winner out in Virginia, and of course former Georgetown assistant Jack Rowlett.
My young guys are in and they're going to the goal and scoring. Bill Tierney at Princeton when he was at Princeton had a 19 goal rule. Once you got to 19, he called red light, basically shut it down. But when you got your young guys in there that don't get much, as much playing time as some of the other guys, I'm going to let them score. Good save.
Yeah, and again, different thoughts from different coaches as a timeout's going to be called, and that'll be a Dartmouth timeout. We'll continue this conversation on the other side.
Man unit is against live, competition. You will have a second if there is a penalty or something. My rule always was just let the guys that are on the field play extra man for that.
Kevin Warren has gotten one of his starters out, so like you said, just kind of letting them play. In, Scharfenberger out.
Senior John Dixon, too, taking that face.
Georgetown goal, unassisted by number 11, Holt Matthias.
Georgetown still playing on, but right now, offensive coordinator John Hope.
Young man out of Ontario. I bet he's playing a little box lacrosse. He got him with the twister.
And that'll do it as